All right, guys, well, we're hopping on into it here. Good morning. We're coming at you guys early here in Berne, Indiana. All right, I got it right this time. But Trevor and Nate, these guys own Wison Brothers Lawn Landscape. Lawn and Landscape. Lawn and Landscape. All right, let's just introduce these guys. Here we go. Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Hey, good morning.
You guys having a good morning?
Yeah. It's been a good morning so far. It's been a good week.
It's bright and early. Are you guys getting killed by rain, or how's the season going so far?
It's pretty wet. We're mowing a lot of grass. Yeah, the last couple of weeks we've been getting a lot of rain from the hurricane that was down in Houston.
You guys got that too?
Yeah.
At the time of this filming, the hurricane went through just a little bit ago and dumped 2 to 4 to 6 inches all across the Midwest, and we're all still double cutting lawns to make up for it. So first off, just want to say a big thank you for you guys opening up. I actually have like a half dozen guys ready to rush the field here to go take the crews out and go mow. We're gonna do a little equipment setup and then a podcast here in a quick minute, so make sure you guys check that out later today as well. But let's take it from the top. You guys want to take it away, give them your names, your background, and then we're gonna do a little equipment tour here. So go ahead, take it away.
100%. So my name is Trevor Wilson. I'm 21. I'm a student at Purdue University getting a degree in horticulture and landscape design. I kind of started this when I was about 12. We got our first mowing client. I just went door knocking, and we actually still have that first client today, Gloria Inniger. She's 92, and we still mow her yard for 20 bucks a week.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. But and then he joined me when he was a little bit older. Probably I was 15, he was 14. I don't know, whatever it was. And we've been going at it. And so
there you go.
I'm Nate Wilson's brother, and I decided not to go to college, not to pursue that, and go full time after graduating high school. Been doing a ton of work, holding the fort down when he goes to college in the fall and spring. Putting the work in, but growing with Trevor, it's been really awesome in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
There you go.
It's been really fun. For the longest time, we can show you our truck over there. Our Chevy 1500 is our first truck we got when we could drive. And then that's developed into this, but we've spent years together in the driver's seat and the passenger seat, just mowing lawns, and then it slowly develops. And as we've developed our skill sets, it's been really fun to see where we split and then really work well together and come back and create a fun business.
I love that, man. Building the dream, right?
That's right.
It wasn't always I feel like it wasn't always as camaraderie and
there were definitely some periods where we definitely annoyed each other, but that was the fun part. So.
Made it through.
Well, let's do this. For time's sake, let's go through the equipment, because I know everybody's excited about seeing that. We are going to do that podcast.
Sweet.
But I know you guys really are like ready to rock and roll. So
the guys are fine.
I appreciate you guys' flexibility this morning. Let's take it from the top. Who wants to go first, or where are we going first?
Yeah, so this is our mowing rig right here. This is pretty much what we roll out with every day. We got a 2-man crew most of the time. On our HOA day, we do 3-man. This is a 2001 F250. It says an F350, but the person we bought it from put a Lariat 350 sticker.
Nice.
We put this flatbed on. This is kind of my baby, honestly. I've done a lot of work to it. Put the flatbed on. It used to have just a regular bed. Put the flatbed on, which has been a game changer. We bag a lot of grass, and so we don't have a dump insert on it right now or anything like that. So scooping off of this at the compost is way easier than a regular bed. It's got the V10 engine. We love the V10s. We've got 2 of those. Quad cab makes it easy to carry a lot of people and just random stuff, all the string line and tools, random tools in the back.
Was the bed rusting out and ready to be replaced?
We've had that on several trucks where we either replace it with a new bed or a flatbed. And honestly, at this point, if it rusts out, we're probably going to go flatbed route, because this has been incredible.
Yeah, it's got gooseneck capabilities. It's just, I mean, it's big. It's bigger. It's I believe it's like just under 8 feet wide. And a little like 9 feet long. And the old bed was 8 feet long and 6.5 feet wide or so. So it's way more space. In the fall, we'll put taller wood walls on it to hold more leaves. We also do a lot of leaf cleanup with the dump truck here, but
love it.
We have FS 91Rs for our string trimmers. The mowing guys usually take the PB 770Ts for the mowing every day. It's a little bit lighter, not as heavy. We have 2 9010s for when it gets wet, and our HOA day we usually take those as well to get the blowing done a lot faster. That's our truck setup usually for the mowing. We've got a 18-foot SureTrack here. We picked this up this year. We had a 20-foot with a 2-foot dovetail. Kind of, it was a cheap Facebook find, and we still have it actually out at our greenhouse. Probably gonna do some fixing up on it this winter, but it needs a lot of work, and so we ended up picking this up. It's been really nice. Love the SureTrack. Yeah, don't really have any complaints about it.
There you go.
Skag has been what we went to. We started off, our first zero turn was a small Gravely
mower.
34-inch. I love telling this story. The Gravely was a 34-inch cut. And now we have the Toro Time Master, which is obviously a 30-inch push mower. So it's just crazy that our first zero turn was
barely bigger.
Yeah,
barely.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. We had an Exmark laser for a little bit, and then we also have this Hustler back here. That was one of our first mowers as well. Don't do a whole lot with that now, but we've kind of moved to Skag as when we were purchasing our V-Rides. The Exmark standard didn't have the bagging capability that this does with the turbo and everything.
Yep.
And I just really prefer on our small residentials and like all of our front yards on the HOAs, they prefer it bagged. It's less cleanup. I just really love that. So this is a 52-inch V-Ride 2 with the, I believe, 37 horse Vanguard engine on it, dual bagger. We've got 330 hours or so on it. We picked it up last summer, and so the guys love this machine. We run it through. It's crazy.
I love the baggers on the Skag.
Yeah,
they work really well.
The turbos, I love how they don't stick out as much as the Exmarks and the Wrights. Being stood up and really like. We clog it sometimes, but it's rare. With how small this tube is, it just eats the grass up. Leaves, sometimes it can get clogged up, but really this turbo just does an amazing job.
Do you guys bag year-round then in the summer?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
We almost never take the bagger off the 52-inch for our residentials. Like I said, I just prefer like not having to like blow out the flower beds every time and blow like all over the road. Like if I can. We save a little bit of time, and it takes, and especially in the summer when we're not cutting like crazy amounts of grass, you know, we'll do 2-3 yards and it might fill up the bag. It's nothing crazy, you know.
That's awesome.
The other part of that too, I really do think it's the small details, but the cut quality goes up.
It's just a little bit nicer.
It's just a little bit cleaner, a little bit sharper.
Yeah.
And whatever we can do to make sure that edge is there,
yeah,
I'm for it.
Love it. Yeah, the Skag's a great mower, great engine option. You got the 37 whatever horse Cowie. That's a beast, bro. Like I love it. Love it. All right, so this is the main mow crew. This goes out pretty much every day.
They rock 5 days a week. 2-man crew. They're going to do a bunch of commercials today. They'll be doing some residentials and a few commercials the next two days. Thursday's our HOA day, and then we finish up with more residentials on Friday.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, go ahead, Trevor, one more time. I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of break down what our property list.
Oh, that was my question.
Like.
So go figure, bro.
Yeah, there we go.
You guys are already ahead. You guys watch the tours. You know how this goes. There you go.
Awesome. Yeah, so our crew looks like we got about 35 residentials. Those range from pretty small ones to some pretty nice high-end ones there around the lake here in Berne. And then we've really, in the last 12 months, developed our commercial route. We purchased half of another company and acquired them and brought their contracts into us. And we're actually in Decatur, a lot of those. And that brought us the 54 home HOA. That was an incredible acquisition of contracts. And then we got about 16 other banks and restaurants and other commercial properties. And it's nice because shifting away from some of the residentials, they're on the properties longer, there's less drive time, and it really creates a more profitable crew. And then there's more margin because commercial properties, there's a higher dollar, and it's just an incredible opportunity.
Did that stretch the rubber band for you guys mentally, taking on a site like that at your age?
No, the last couple of years our mowing crew's been a little bit on the lighter side. We could have, like in the summer when it gets dry, we were going through lawns pretty quick. We'd have the guys maybe mowing like 4 days, and it wasn't crazy, 3-4 days. In the spring and fall, it's always been, you know, it's always been heavy, especially with leaf cleanup in the fall and everything. But now it's just like, it's 5 full days, and if we get a rain day, like, oh man, it's a little bit crazy.
Love it.
And we're probably looking at a second crew for sure next year.
At least one crew, and that's kind of what we're dialing in, is what is the system around our mowing crew and how can we scale that? We haven't really pushed that a ton because we've really liked the landscape, the cleanups, the hardscape side, and we've pushed a lot of our crew in the summers, especially in that direction.
Okay.
And then in the last 12 months, especially with this commercial side, getting into that, we're finding, okay, maybe we like the mowing. What it is just a consistent reoccurring basis dollar every month, and what it also does, it gets us in front of a lot of homeowners and business owners that then can upsell into a lot of higher end dollars.
Love it.
So
love it.
We want to scale that. maybe 2 crews next year, potentially 4 if we can get into a couple other cities in our area. We kind of got a 25-mile radius from here because Berne is small, so we kind of have to scale into the northern, southern, east-west towns to get really scaled.
Makes sense.
So,
you guys are thinking this through. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So that's the Mow crew.
Yeah.
I'm following you. Where are we going next? Or what do you got next?
We got this. This is a 2005 Silverado 3500 dump truck. It's got a 12-foot dump body. It's not PTO. It's electric dump, single cab. It's got like 110,000 miles. We picked this up last year from a guy that we do a lot of business with for trucks and stuff. This floats between our landscape crew and our construction crew. This will be going out to our construction crew today, and we do have another trailer. Our construction trailer is a 24-foot enclosed trailer that's on a job site. Unfortunately, we weren't able to bring it in today.
I wish we could have really showed you guys. It's a beautiful all-black trailer. We got it decaled out. It's all shelves are built inside for the crew. I mean, it is beautiful. It's our pride and joy.
Yeah,
so,
love it.
We were really hoping to get it back.
We'll get some photos in it. No worries. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, this does a lot of different things. It hauls our stone for our construction crew. I mean, anything. This does usually do. We turn it into a little bit of a leaf box in the fall for leaves, because in the fall we don't do as much construction and landscaping. So the mowing crew will turn into leaf cleanups and use this a lot. Makes it a little bit easier than shoveling and getting all the leaves out by just dumping it.
Amen to that.
Yeah, it's a simple beast. I mean, it really is. It really gets the job done. It was inexpensive. We were able to pay cash. Everything here is paid in cash. I mean, that's really been the model we've gone up to so far. Is it something we can afford that's going to do the job really well and effectively? And that's what this is. It's nothing huge, and it's perfect. Honestly.
It's a gas. It's not diesel. Like the maintenance is low on it. It's not fuel efficient. It's not. You know, none of these trucks are.
Nope.
But it's been great.
Yeah, it's been a great move.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm following you. We'll shift gears. We're gonna go check out the shop, or you got one more?
We got one more truck.
Okay, cool.
Well, I guess we got 2 more trucks here. This is our newest truck. We picked this up. We've had some breakdowns this summer, and we're needing a backup vehicle. This is kind of the backup mowing truck if we need it. It's a 2014 F-150 with the 5.0 Coyote engine in it. It's nice because it gets better gas mileage than the other trucks moving between crews. This is usually what I'm driving to run between crews, checking on the guys, just making sure everything's going smooth. It's more fuel efficient than the other ones, and it just made more sense for us to pick up an F-150 half-ton truck.
Nice.
This is our landscape maintenance rig today. Sometimes this is on the construction crew, kind of depends on what's happening. But usually this is on the landscape maintenance side. They're going to be doing a large commercial landscape job today. One of the factories here in town, getting it ready for Swiss Days. We got Swiss Days Festival coming.
What's Swiss Days?
Swiss Days. So Berne is a direct migration from Berne, Switzerland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Swiss is just kind of in the blood of our town.
Yep.
Okay. And so we have a massive festival every summer there downtown. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, people drive. We're not originally from Berne, and so it's kind of crazy to us that people go that crazy about cheese curds, and it's just great. I mean, it's a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a party.
I like awesome. It. Yeah,
it's crazy.
So we got to kind of prep for that. The Swiss Days cuts. Everyone really likes their lawn and landscape.
Yep.
Pristine for that. For that.
Shout out to the tourism center, right?
That's right. That's right.
Putting Berne on the map, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So this was this truck was one of our first big heavy duty 1-ton trucks.
Yeah.
We have put it through the ringer. I mean, anything that it can haul anything, and we've really tested it. And, we've driven across Indiana hauling as much weight as it possibly can. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And we've loved it ever since, because it was the direct upgrade after our Chevy 1500. So that was we'll talk about it in a second, but that was our first vehicle. So,
there you go.
This is an 09. This is a 350, and it also has the V10 super cab with an 8-foot bed. This is a new bed that we've put on it in the last couple years because it rusted out as well. Kind of wish we maybe would have done a flat bed, but it is what it is. It's been put through the ring. This has 212,000 miles on it now. We bought it when it had like about 180 or so. Got a good deal on it. And yeah, it's been an amazing truck for us.
Love it.
This is our dump trailer. It's a Corn Pro. We bought it off a farmer here in Berne, and got a good deal on it as well. It'll dump 6 tons, and it'll haul our skid. It's got 14K axles, So this is what we use to haul our skid loader and everything around. It's not like the most ideal. We would love to get into a nice equipment trailer, potentially a gooseneck eventually for that crew. But 16 feet, hauls a lot of mulch, hauls a lot of stone, hauls what we need.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Love it. Dump trailers in my horizon for next spring.
Yeah.
Dump trailers are an incredible asset. Dump trucks are great because they're condensed into one vehicle. You don't have to tow anything. But these are just so versatile, and they're strong. They can use to haul equipment, but then also haul a lot of material.
Love it.
And that's what we're here for.
Amen.
This is it.
What's this? So yeah, here we go.
This is our original truck. We bought this when I was probably turning 16, 15.
Yeah, just when you got your
13,
license.
14.
Yeah.
Got it for $1,000. We each put $250 each. My dad put $250. My grandpa put $250.
That's awesome.
Yep. And it has maybe broken down a couple times in the last 7 years.
265,000 miles.
It's been probably the most reliable truck in our fleet. We use it for sales. We just drive it around a lot, and the ROI on this is incredible. I mean, this thing has made several six figures of income.
Yeah.
And we bought it for $1,000.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
That's a smart buy.
I didn't point out, but behind the dump truck over there was a 10-foot trailer. It's kind of a backup trailer now, but that's how we started. We bought this for $1,000. We bought that for $1,000.
Yeah.
And it fit our zero turn and our string trimmer and our push mower, and that's what we did. That's how we started our landscaping.
Yeah. And when I was probably 18, you were 17, driving that rig around, just me and him, that was when we broke our first 6 figures in income, of just mowing and then doing projects after mowing if we finish up for the week. And I mean, you can't beat that. So
yeah,
so proud of you guys, man. It's awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break here. Hopefully you're enjoying what you see here from Trevor and Nate. These guys got it going on, awesome businesses, and I'm telling you what, they are the future of the green industry. Hey, one thing I just was gonna ask, a big favor here, is if you guys can leave a comment down below, just giving these guys some encouragement. I know how much those comments mean to me on my own videos, but when you're a guest on the tour and other folks are giving you high fives and attaboys from the lawn care community, it just means the world. And I know these guys are going to be reading those comments later down the road tonight. So if you guys can take a quick second, give them an encouraging word, hit the thumbs up. I know they'll really appreciate that too. One thing that I really do appreciate for sure is the tour sponsors. Now, a lot of you guys have been hearing me talk about them on the road tour this year. We want to say a big thank you to Equip Expo, Stable, and Yard Book. We couldn't go on the road without their financial support, and I really do mean that. It takes time, takes money, focus away from the businesses, airplane tickets from a couple of our other guests that are coming down over the next couple of weeks on Mondays, and it's a lot. So I just want to say a big thank you to them. If you guys have not checked out Stable before, I want to invite you guys to check them out and see all their great products that they have available. They have the 360 protection, they've got the fogging oil, they've got the engine cleaner, they've got the traditional red Stable that we all throw a little thimble or a little bit in the gas can every fall as we winterize all of our equipment. So if you guys are going through the next big box store, or maybe an online vendor or retailer, maybe pick up a bottle. I always say one for you and one to give to a friend as he's winterizing his equipment this fall and winter. That's what I would encourage you guys to do. Next time you guys are at an event, maybe a Equip Expo, or you guys are at a local trade show and you see the Stable team, give them a big thumbs up, give them a high five, and say, hey, thank you for sponsoring the 2024 Lawntrepreneur series here on the Brian's Lawn Maintenance YouTube channel. It would mean the world to me. All right, guys, with that being said, we've got a bunch more to go through, including their shop, their offices, and also just a little bit of mindset about how they're building their business. It's all coming in the second half of this video. If you want the encore, make sure you guys check out the podcast that we did with both Nate and Trevor. They did a bang up job. I'm telling you what, one of my favorite episodes that I've ever done for sure, especially with these young hustlers. These guys have just great business mindset. So, all right, let's hop back into it. We'll catch up with you guys on the rest of the video. All right, we'll shift gears. I think we're going inside the shop.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys inside. All right, guys, so we're coming back to you. We're talking about the building, and then we're gonna go check out the shop. So, Nate, we're coming to you?
Yeah, so this is our shop. We've got about, I honestly don't even know the dimensions. It's a weird shape. You'll see it. It's got our office in there. It's kind of like an apartment studio. A guy owned it, and he had, living room, kitchen area. We use that as our office, and then it's got the shop area, and it's got a loft that we use for storage. Weird dimension, so it's not like a 60 by 20. I really don't even know how long it is or wide it is, but
there you go.
Yeah, it works for us.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we bought this from a friend of ours because we were renting from him before. Our progression has been parents' garage, several years out. We got to the point where we had 2 or 3 trailers in the parking or in the driveway on the road. Neighbors were kind of mad. We got to the point where the mayor of the town was even like, guys, you guys need to figure something out. So then we moved to a little parking lot. The friend of ours that we bought this from, he has another property where he had a parking lot with a little 10 by 30 shack.
Okay.
And we just moved in. It was enough to keep the mowers inside, enough parking to park our trucks. We were there for 1 season, and we outgrew it immediately. And then he ended up buying this, and so we for about a year rented this, and it was great. And then what he came to us was like, hey, what if we looked at kind of a lease to own deal where we turn it into a seller's note, and where we own it completely, and the payments are as equal to what we were renting it for.
Oh, there you go.
It worked out to be great, and we're it's exciting to get into the real estate game a little bit with that. So
awesome. Well, let's go inside. We'll check it out. All right, so we are inside. All right, so Nate, we're going back to you.
This is our shop. We run all of our crews out of this every day. Park the mowers inside. We usually slide them in here, like that one's parked right there. They bring them in, bring them out every day. This is where we usually do our maintenance. After the landscape crews are out, sometimes the mowing crew will stay in the shop, scrape decks, change blades. We use these ramps, change them out, scraping decks. Do that here. Got tools. I mean, we're pretty basic here. We don't have like a big tool chest with a bunch of fancy tools. I wish I had, 10 grand to go drop on a tool, snap on, all the fun stuff, but we have what we need. We have everything that we need, and we're not doing it out in the gravel, so very thankful for that.
That's awesome.
This desk is our sign-in and timesheet desk. All the guys bring out like receipts from the landscape jobs and put them in here. They're all separated. We keep keys up here and just like spare bolts, that kind of stuff. Got a bunch of this just random hardware that we keep. And then all of our landscape hand equipment is on the wall here.
One of the things about this is we have marked them, so they're kind of fading, but we were running into where people were just grabbing tools, and people were using the tools that other people needed that day. And we're not to the point where we have enough crews where we have like designated locked boxes for each crew, but we have sprayed marks for each of these, which has been a game changer this year to make sure that it keeps the crews from fighting over tools, or being at a site and having to drive to the other site to grab tools, which is a huge inefficiency. So.
The enclosed trailer really helps with that as well, having a lot of the construction tools just stay on the job site at all times. That just makes us way more efficient and not having to haul stuff in and out every day and everything.
Love it.
Back here we've got a bedscape bed edger that we picked up. That was like our second year after getting employees. We picked that up. We were doing a lot of edging, and that kind of was a big game changer. And then, I mean, you can see there's just a bunch of random stuff.
Catch-all.
Sold diggers. Fittings for drainage, just some random stuff that we don't use on a very daily basis.
Diving into the bed edger just a second, we were a little skeptical at first, but it's been a game changer because the first property we used it on, it would have taken us probably 4 hours, which would be 8 to 12 man hours of labor to edge it and clean everything out. And we did it in 45 minutes, and it chops it up and throws it into the landscape bed. We just go through, blow off the edge.
I love that.
And then we're able to spread the mulch on it immediately, and we just decreased the man hours from 12 to 1.
What brand is that again?
So it's Bedscaper.
Bedscaper.
Easy Trench, I believe.
Okay. I've actually been looking at those. There's that one. There's like the red. Who's the red guy? I forget.
We also do have like the combi attachment for PAS. 225 or whatever. That does a good job. It's like there's an already edge there, but like this, it doesn't even compare with how thick and everything this blade is. It just chops it up so much better than those do. So much more power.
We're evaluating one of those for next year because we have the bed redefiner, the steel combi. But it's so funny that you have that because I need to pick your brain more on these. These are where it's at.
And the really cool thing is, and a lot of what we do is landscape designs, new designs, which is creating new beds. We'll go to a space where there's a house, either it's new construction where it's bare dirt or it's already sod. And we can cut into the sod, we shape the bed that it's going to create, and then we can go with a sod cutter or a skid, and it's got the lip, and we just scoop out the sod from the inside.
Super smart.
And honestly, for some small beds, we'll shape it, we'll lay down weed tarp, and then we're ready to go, and we just plant and mulch on top of that, and it decreases man hours by a lot. It's just
so
very
awesome.
versatile.
So awesome. It's like the simple things in life, right?
Yeah.
But can save and make you so much more money.
100%.
By the way, not changing blades when it's pouring rain, you know, outside on the gravel,
100%.
being able to keep the guys working a little bit. How has the space opened up your guys' capacity to keep people moving like that, or do maintenance? How is it with an enclosed shop versus like a locker or just a trailer?
I mean, rainy days we're able to bring a truck in here. We can easily fit a truck in here, sweep it out, clean it out. Just keeping the guy, because I mean, like a lot of times when it's in the summer, the guys don't mind going home a little early, you know, that it's not a problem. But like in the fall, getting, you know, November, December, if the hours are starting to get a little lower, they don't mind. Rainy day, yeah, I'll spend 2 hours cleaning out a truck, whatever that looks like.
Love it.
And then, yeah, I mean, scraping the decks in here when it's raining or changing blades, it's a little bit nicer.
The other aspect too is having a garage door that can lock, and we lock the doors, and we know our tools, our assets that we have invested capital into are locked away and safe.
Love it.
And secure. And the enclosed trailer on the job sites does the exact same thing. All of the equipment that we use to install pavers and do the big projects gets locked away, and we don't have to stress, which that's been nice. And that also like theft, and honestly, it's not even the theft, it's just we can organize it and we don't lose it. And it decreases the potential with a lot of crew members, a lot of places where it could end up, and all the crew members know that needs to go on that shelf at the end of the day, and that's just how it is. And if it's not, then we can trace it back and figure out why there's an issue pretty easily.
And somehow we still lose stuff.
And somehow we still lose stuff. That's just how
We all do. I love it. All right, so we got a whole other part of the shop we're gonna check out next. I'm following you guys. Where are we going next?
All right.
There you go.
This takes us into the sales and the marketing and the financial admin side of the business.
All Trevor's part of the business, right?
Right. Yeah, this is my home.
There you go.
This is nice.
Oh,
Having
wow.
this kitchen here, the guys can come in, they keep
no
food
way.
and drinks in the fridge, they'll microwave their lunches, we got the air fryer. Funny story, when we bought our Skag, all the Skag mowers, the Skag dealer, and then the guy, Brian from McGaffey Got Their Power, they came and they brought us the stuff. We were cooking Tostino's pizza rolls at 8 a.m. And the Skag dealer, a very important guy, it was awesome. He came in and he smelled it. He was like, oh, that smells great. And he pulled the air fryer out and he just started eating the Tostinos with us. It was an incredible, like, we still laugh with him today about it.
Throw some bagel bites out there,
exactly.
You know?
But this is great. This has been a really great space for the camaraderie of the guys. It keeps it efficient, and they can ice and water. And it's great. But then we come into here and this is where the business gets grown, and we get to do all the fun work on spreadsheets and the numbers.
There you go.
This is my desk. I love the standing desk, the dual monitors. We get a lot of work done there. Our accountant usually comes in. She sometimes works remotely, but then also comes in and works here. A couple weeks ago, they have since for the summer gone back, but we had several interns working for us over the summer. We had a landscape architect out of Purdue on staff with us. She was kind of our closet. Right now it's a mess, but it was our design studio, so she was doing a lot of designs in there.
That's awesome.
And then our marketing manager, he was here with us in person, and so we have the desk kind of set up for that. So this is a great space for us to work on a lot of different aspects. We'll sit here, do meetings. Obviously our whiteboard, we get a lot of stuff done. This has been an amazing space that has elevated the potential of our growing our business, because it's a lot easier to do things and be efficient inside our office instead of having to go home and do some computer work, but also it's not as efficient. So.
Yeah, because when we were at our prior building, that was just like storage. Like we had a table that always got filled up with junk, but that's where we kind of had the sign-in desk. That was it. We were still doing all of our bookkeeping at our home, and it was just, this is so much nicer to have. We have our team meetings in here. We got chairs. Everybody just circles up, and it's really just like a really cool area to have that team meeting and Bible study and everything. So
I think this has been the most amazing space for Monday mornings when we'll have 17 people in this room. It's crazy crowded. People are sitting on the floor, but we get to sit closely together. We get to dive into the Word, and we get to pray for each other. We get to talk through the week, figure out what's going to happen, and just the community and the camaraderie that we can build inside of the crew. It's hard to do that outside of a smaller space like this where it's air conditioned. They can have their food and drinks, and they can just enjoy it, and it's been an incredible part of us. So
that's awesome. I got this flyer real quick. I gotta show you guys. So hold that up for me if you don't mind.
Yeah.
But there's just a little team photo.
Yeah. So this is actually a part of our employee handbook.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And one of the things that we could kind of talk through too is our mission and vision statement. That this is something that we've developed through the last couple of years, and that's been really something that we have. It bleeds throughout our entire company. It's kind of elevated why we're in business.
Yeah.
And then all the guys know it. We read it every Monday morning, and it's just been an incredible part. So our mission statement is to be the most efficient and effective lawn and landscape company while beautifying and constructing world-class outdoor spaces for each and every client. And it just really pushes the guys to push for that next level of excellence for every client, whether that's just the simple $40 mow or that's the big $100,000 paver patio. You know, it's across the board.
Love that. Love that.
Then our vision statement is we strive to put God first always, creating a business that loves God, loves people, and works 100% for His glory. And so that's really the vision and the and why we're in business is to create a mission-filled work for our guys and work for the clients and have some impact. So.
And that's why we start our week with the Bible study. It's the first thing we do every Monday morning. Just giving that first hour to God and putting it first for our company has been really important.
Yep, it's been an incredible part. It's paid dividends, and all the guys really enjoy that. I've seen a lot of impact in their work, and when they go home, it just impacts more than just the 40 hours they're here with us.
Yeah,
so that's the great part. Yeah,
love it. Well, you guys got big things going on. Great job. Super proud of you guys, and you guys are blessed for sure, man. You got a great thing going on, and can't wait to see where the next couple of years go from here. That being said, if people want to follow along, where can they find you guys, and where can they keep up?
Yeah, so we are on Facebook, Instagram. We got LinkedIn at WB Lawn and Landscape, and then also personally Trevor Wilson and Nate Wilson across the socials. And there's a lot more to come with that, hopefully soon. So stay tuned. Yeah.
All right. Well, great job, guys. We'll bang out that podcast, and we'll catch up all you guys watching on the next one.
Yeah, appreciate it, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.